There are a couple different ways to figure out what level your child is on or what grade level you should be starting them at when you start homeschooling your kid. Number one is doing something called a diagnostic test. If you just search into TikTok, homeschool diagnostic test, I have tons and tons of videos of mine that will pop up. There are different programs you can use to do this. The one that I always recommend is called IXL, just those three letters. It's an app, it's a program that you pay monthly for, it's a subscription. But what I recommend is if you just want to do the diagnostic test, pay the $9.99 or whatever it is and just do the diagnostic test and then cancel your subscription. CTC Math is a really, really good program for math diagnostic tests specifically. IXL will do both math and reading. CTC Math is just for math. It's really, really thorough. And basically they call it a diagnostic test because you are diagnosing your child's deficits and strengths. The IXL one, for example, your child will take this test in math and reading, and then it will tell them what grade level they're performing at. Another option, if you didn't want to do your basic diagnostic test, would be doing an actual national standardized state test, which I know this sounds intimidating, but you can actually do it right from your home. You just order it online, have your child take it at home, and the results will be sent to you usually via email, and it will tell you what grade level your child is on. I personally like the Iowa assessment. I think I paid $70 for it, and it tested all of the subjects, and the reports came back and told me exactly what grade level my child was performing at. And then the last thing you can do, once you figure out what grade level your child is performing at based on these assessments, and I wouldn't just do one, maybe do the IXL and the Iowa test and just see if they're aligning. Let's just say the results come back and it says that your child is performing at a 3rd grade level. Well, when you go to start researching curriculums, if you're going to choose to use a curriculum in your homeschool, instead of just going and buying that 3rd grade curriculum, because every curriculum company is a little different. The 3rd grade level for Christian Light is going to look different than the 3rd grade level for Horizons, which is frustrating, but it's also kind of good because you can tailor it to your own kid. Most curriculums have a placement test. So, for example, if you're going to go in and buy the 3rd grade level of a specific curriculum, go and take their placement test for the 3rd grade, meaning your child will sit down, take a little test for their 3rd grade level and see if they will do well with that 3rd grade level, or if maybe you need to bump them back to the 2nd grade or bump them forward to the 4th grade. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds like a lot of testing, right? Testing. That's why we homeschool. We want to get away from all the testing, right? Well, I think in the beginning, it's okay to do a lot of testing. I actually think it's necessary. Do the diagnostic test, the assessments, the placement test. Do all the tests you can in the beginning, so that way when you get started with an actual grade level or an actual curriculum, you're solid. You know exactly what level they should be on. It's not this guessing game. The worst thing that can happen is that you buy a curriculum for the wrong level and your child's doing it and it's way too hard or it's way too easy, and then you're like, oh man, I just wasted all this money, right? So it's good to do all the front loading first with all the testing. Make sure you know exactly what level they're at. Then you're not wasting your money.